So imagine this, you jump into a swimming pool, and instead of holding your breath, you just keep breathing. No panic, no bubbles, no drowning. You're basically Aquaman, minus the trident and dramatic hair flips. That's our question today. What if humans could breathe underwater like fish, forever? Okay, first things first. Fish don't breathe with lungs like us land dwellers. They have gills, which are these amazing biological filters that pull dissolved oxygen out of water. Picture a Brita filter, but instead of giving you slightly better tasting tap water, it literally keeps you alive. Now, here's the catch. Water doesn't actually hold much oxygen. Only about 1/30th of the amount air does. That means gills need to be ridiculously efficient. If we humans suddenly had gills, we wouldn't just be slapping flappy red fins on the side of our necks. We'd need a major redesign. Big rib cages, huge surface area gills, higher blood flow. Basically, you'd look like a cross between a scuba diver and a frilled lizard. Fashionable? Debatable. Functional? Absolutely. But let's say we pull it off. Boom. Gilled humans. What changes? Well, everything. Swimming becomes commuting. Beaches? No more lifeguards yelling at you. Rivers? Express lanes. Forget walking your dog, you're swimming your goldfish. Cities near coastlines and lakes would be prime real estate, because now the ocean is literally your backyard extension. The morning surf commute replaces traffic jams. You'd bond over tide charts instead of weather apps. Hey man, current's strong today. Took me an extra 30 minutes to drift into work. Tourism gets weird. The Great Barrier Reef? You wouldn't just snorkel over it, you'd live in it. Hotels underwater, neighborhoods built inside kelp forests, and zero need for oxygen tanks. Imagine underwater concerts where the bass actually makes your stomach wiggle because, well, sound travels 5 times faster in water. People would go for sushi and realize the chef just harvested fresh tuna from outside 10 minutes ago. Then comes the environmental curveball. Breathing underwater is great for us, but ecosystems underwater are extremely fragile. Suddenly millions of people swimming around, grabbing snacks, chasing dolphins, and building underwater condos? Coral reefs are already in trouble. Imagine the Yelp reviews after humans move in. 1 star. Tourist stepped on my face. Love, Nemo. And we'd have to provide food. The ocean might be big, but it isn't infinite. Overfishing is already a problem. If billions of water breathers decide fish tacos are on the menu every night, the ocean buffet won't last very long. Unless we start farming seaweed on an industrial scale. Which, fun fact, is actually super nutritious. Congratulations, future, you're eating kelp burritos. Society would go full Atlantis. The economy? Explodes. New industries would rise, underwater construction, deep-sea farming, ocean mining, even kelp clothing lines. NASA might have a harder time convincing people to look up at space when there's an entirely unexplored alien world right on our planet. Who needs Mars when you can house hunt next to a bioluminescent squid? But here's the weird twist: what happens to air? Do we still need lungs? Probably yes, because gills don't work on dry land. Fish can technically drown in air. If we inherit the same restriction, humans might need a dual system: gills for water, lungs for land. That means we become truly amphibious, a species capable of smooth transitions from land to sea. The evolutionary equivalent of buying the deluxe surf and turf combo. Now here's the big reveal: the deep sea becomes accessible. Right now, the deep ocean is like another planet. Most of it is unexplored because we can't breathe down there, and even with modern subs, high pressure crushes us like soda cans. But if we evolved along with gills? Over generations, maybe our bodies adapt not only to breathe underwater but also to handle greater depths. That means we'd colonize the midnight zone, the eerie place where anglerfish wave glow sticks on their heads and almost no sunlight gets in. Humans farming mushrooms on the seafloor? Totally plausible. And the scariest part, if there are unknown species down there, humans would be face to face with them, not in documentaries, but during lunchtime walks. Want to experience true terror? Wait until Gary in accounting casually bumps into a 30-foot squid on his way to pick up seaweed wraps. So, what if humans could breathe underwater forever? We'd become a two-world species, living half on land, half in the sea. Cities would spread downwards, not upwards. Whole ecosystems would change. Our diets, economies, and probably even our culture would flip. You tell bedtime stories not about rocket ships, but about explorers who swam to the bottom of the Mariana Trench and came back with glowing rocks and a new pet shrimp. The oceans would feel less like barriers and more like highways, spaces we belong to. But here's the twist: we'd probably only protect them once we were fully, personally invested in the ocean's survival. Because the moment you can breathe underwater forever, the moment you realize the sea is your home too, you can't trash it anymore. If this little dive into imagination made you smile, think, or at least picture yourself as a soggy superhero, go ahead, like this video, drop a comment about whether you'd move underwater full-time, and subscribe for more science, what ifs, that splash curiosity all over your brain.